Hi, we're the Concealers and welcome to our Friend Trip presentation for the TRI project featuring our complete product range and marketing concept. My name is Lily Burke and I have worked alongside these three awesome girls on this project over the last 2 semesters and furthermore over the last 2 years of our degree. I have career aspirations within supply chain management and marketing, and I also have a keen interest in planning. Zena is an aspiring buyer with an interest in trend and product development. Alana has career aspirations within planning, marketing, and supply chain management. And Alice's dream is to be a fashion stylist with an interest in visual merchandising and product development. Before we show you the outcomes, we thought we would revisit the delivered brief. We were asked to create a range that celebrates diversity and includes all body shapes. You will see that we have thought about this with our garment design and construction. You'll also see in the following slides the research outcomes such as age and lifestyle and how they have influenced our design and development processes as well as our proposed marketing strategies. Visual merchandising has been considered in more of a business sense and a planogram will be shown outlining the visual too. When we ventured into this project, we conducted a survey online and face-to-face, as well as observational and secondary research such as Australian and global business reports. We previously presented this data at the end of 2019 and have continued to use the outcomes to develop our trend further this semester. From the research, we attained that 57% of respondents live with friends or a partner, meaning they can relate to the Friend Trip theme and the importance of friends and connection, especially now in light of COVID-19. 2 in 3 respondents have a shopping budget of over $100, resulting in the maintenance of Sportsgirl's current pricing architecture, knowing that it suits the customer's budget. 75% prefer to see everyday models, further reinforcing the brief's objective to celebrate diversity and body shapes. We have interpreted this data as further acknowledgement that there is a great importance in designing and developing a range with all types of the modern girl in mind. 1 in 3 predominantly shop for casual wear, and our range is designed around being versatile for both comfort and occasion. Easy wear fabrics, the ability to go from day to night with an accessory or a layer, and of course aesthetic have been important within range development. Finally, 60% rely on Instagram for style inspiration. This is important for omnichannel marketing and engagement, with an emphasis on Instagram being one of, if not the most important channel of communication with the Sportsgirl customer. Further exploration of this is in our marketing proposal. From the research, we found that Sportsgirl's customer is actually 20 to 30 years old and she is a student working part-time or as a young professional. She has a typical budget of between $25 to $120 per item, something we recognise may have changed due to the circumstances surrounding COVID-19. She enjoys travel, the arts, music and of course fashion, and the best way to reach this digital native is through Instagram and Facebook, as well as now, more than ever, she enjoys online shopping. Further to our market research, we have worked on a marketing proposal. With reference to our marketing research, as well as price, product, place, and promotion, we propose the range will have no need to alter the existing price architecture that Sportsgirl currently has. The products and entire range will work well as a standalone range, but will also mix well with existing. We've taken into consideration COVID-19 and the knock-on effect with the brick-and-mortar customer. We propose engaging the existing online customer and the evolved given the changing landscape. Our proposal will be provided alongside this presentation. To where we left off last time we presented to your team, we introduced 3 trends: Femme Fierce, Unwind, and Friend Trip. The feedback we received reinforced that Friend Trip was the strongest and most Sportsgirl trend of the 3. You encouraged us to continue with the bohemian customer and capitalise on the competitor brand's inability to provide to her. Whilst catering to this customer, we were worried about the fabrication and sustainability element, but were encouraged that small, gradual, and non-radical fabric changes with the price tag in mind were appropriate. It is important for multi-wear and rewear potential, especially in the context of actual travel and now with any changes to financial capabilities. And so we have thought about this in both our design and marketing processes. The feedback also suggested we look at micro-influencers and their cost, reach, and possible diversity. We have taken this into account within our marketing strategies and suggested influencers given research and this feedback. The trend development process has been spread over the last 2 semesters. This semester, we have taken on the industry feedback and further developed in line with these suggestions. As a team, we have collaborated on these changes and worked hard to strengthen the trend and the product range. Unforeseen circumstances have seen us work together remotely for the majority of the semester, placing a greater reliance on technology and our ability to collaborate and share the workload. We feel we have done well given the circumstances and hope that this is evident within the range and this presentation. Obviously, COVID-19 has changed the world that we know, and together we have tried to implement changes to enable the translation of a theme that was dependent on travel to go further and mean more, on a connection and a recovery level. Friendship has seen some changes and improvement to fit the world as it is today and what it could possibly be in the future. With that, Zena will now introduce you to our Friendship trend and range.
Thanks, Lily. Hi, I'm Zena, and like Lily mentioned, I'll be going through the Friendship range with you today. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk about the trend itself, which supports the range. Now, before we get into our product range, we thought it was important to discuss the overall idea behind Friendship. Within the creation of our trend, COVID-19 arrived, and we've seen more than before the necessary care we must give to ourselves and others and to check in with our friends. It also involves truly experiencing and appreciating life, whether it be on vacation or homebound due to COVID-19. Friendship embraces diversity in a fun and optimistic way and is all about surrounding yourself with your friends. The importance to maintain human connection for your mental well-being, especially during challenging times, is also highlighted. The range's focus on empowerment is through today's modern, everyday woman who isn't getting married at 25 and having kids as early anymore. Being independent and having fun is important for our customer. At 30, she might focus on settling, but at the moment, she's young and is going on exotic travels with her girlfriends without the need to have a guy. You will see the importance and inclusivity of size, colour, and shape within the Friendship range, catering to diversity. So with that in mind, we'd like to present to you our Friendship core customer, Ruby. She's 24 and is either a university student, part-time worker, or young professional, where we see Ruby as a girl that's independent, fun, adventurous, and social. We selected Ruby as our core customer purposefully, as she epitomises the modern Australian young woman with her having a mixed nationality. With Ruby in mind, our product range has been developed for our core customer and, of course, her friends. Now, following onto our mood board, you can see the ideas discussed in previous slides of friendships, stage of life, travel, and diversity. Our mood board really embodies these key components in the imagery featured of exotic travels with girlfriends, as well as beautifully relaxed bohemian-inspired clothing. Colours featured in the mood board include earthy shades and accent teals inspired by Morocco. The idea of making memories and friendships that'll last a lifetime through travel is also prominent as foundation for the trend itself. Building up to our range, the colours featured are a mix of earthy and warm neutrals with cool tones, being the opal teal and mosaic blue to inject vibrancy and make our colour palette a little more dynamic. These colours are also present in our 3 prints, which are exotic and reflect Moroccan motifs that can still be applied in a commercial way. Naming these colours and prints in reference to these Moroccan motifs, we really do see the trend come alive. Leading onto our fabrics, we felt it was really important to look at texture, with the trend in mind and all the different events and activities our customer would potentially be going to. We wanted to look at comfort versus style as well as the transition of day to night. The inclusion of comfort fabrics such as jersey, as well as voile for when it's daytime and she's in a hot environment, are also met with crepe embroidery on glaze. A lot of the fabrics we have selected are perfect and ideal for travel, where the use of linen blend, for instance, when crushed only adds to the beauty of the fabric. Even with the use of crepe, we can see that creasing will fall when hung, So we feel that not only are these fabrics perfect for everyday life, but are going to be great for our girl to go on her exotic travels. Finally, we bring to you our Friendship range. So with presenting our range, we have broken it up into basic, fashion core and directional. What you're seeing here is our basic garments. Now we've got a real mix here of casual pieces that are going to be ideal for the jet setter. Our escape shirt was included within the basics as it's going to be a great staple garment and wardrobe favourite. We shall be able to wear it over the Marina jersey dress, tied in a knot and she's ready to go. You'll find the Marina dress is a simple yet versatile dress that is perfect for layering over or under tops like the Moroccan t-shirt, featuring gorgeous Moroccan motifs that the customer could stock up on in multiple colours and paired with any bottom. The layover tank and the downtime pants make a perfect set for lounging at home, or better yet, the perfect outfit while travelling. We've used a rib knit fabrication for comfort with a drawstring feature to fit our girl to size, and you'll find that a vertical rib can flatter a range of body shapes and sizes by making the legs appear elongated. These pants are offered in the white ochre, rusted bronze and mosaic blue. Which then leads us to our fashion core, where in response to the brief, identifying and working with various body shapes from a size 6 to a 16, we found that wrap or tie garments proved to be a more favoured style, where they flatter both bust, waist and hip regardless of size. So you'll see in here we have a lot of these wrap and tie featured garments, which are going to be easy care, easy to throw on, as well as cinch in the waist. Looking at our versatile tie top, you'll see that it can be styled in two ways, either tied at the front or a wraparound, giving her the option to wear it as she sees fit. Looking at our getaway skirt, our girl can undertake a variety of activities in her exotic travels without worrying that her skirt will fly up, and she can focus on exploring and spending time with friends dressed up or down with our Moroccan t-shirt or dust tie top. We thought it was important to have two frill skirts in two lengths, because we do want to be inclusive by incorporating these pieces, not just for Muslim customers but also for the Anglo-Saxon girl who doesn't want to show off too much leg. So in saying that, it was quite important that we had a long sleeve options in our top and a long length option in our skirt too. We also wanted to incorporate a play suit in our range so that our girl doesn't have to overthink how to pair her pieces, as it is essentially one outfit. Just slip it on and she's ready to go. This slide shows more items featured in Fashion Core, where you'll see that we have two pant bottoms here, the Wanderlust Short and the Island Scant. Again, it's really important that we offer a varied length for all of our customers. Please note that we have not only played on colour but also played on texture, where our Island Scant pant has a softer matte finish. Our Wanderlust Short and Freedom Cami work with a blended twill which has a luster, bringing a little bit more of a glamour element to our range and making it an easy transition from day to nightlife when travelling. Our holiday wrap dress is a great wear around either by itself, over bathers or even over a cami. Now presenting our directional pieces, you can see here the mosaic blue is brought forward in our beautiful cerulean towel print in the Bon Voyage dress, sunset blouse and wandering kimono. For the girls who are brave in their outfitting, layering the Bon Voyage dress with the wandering kimono could give them that bit of drama, even appealing to the more modest customer with a cami underneath. The kimono worn separately with the swimsuit is just as effective, and with us valuing inclusivity for this range, we thought it was important to include the misty yellow swimsuit for a darker skin tone, but also appreciating this may need to be a smaller run order as opposed to the mosaic blue. The wraparound nature of the swimsuit again flatters a lot of chest sizes. Here you can see the summary diagonal of our capsule range and how each piece works in both versatility and style to bring a coordinated range together. We also know that today's girl loves her jeans and jean shorts in summer, however we didn't put these in our capsule range as we feel as though it's something Sports Girl does really well already, and we wanted to show a capsule range that could work in with the existing denim. And of course, on our exotic journey to finish off any of the outfits, we have included the summertime sandal, the traveller bag, beach hat and sister work scarf, which you'll see featured more as I pass you on to Alice to talk about our merchandising.
Thank you, Zena. I am Alice and I'll be going over the merchandising of our range and promotional materials along with the VM. So with our merchandise range, we have outfitted a total of 3 looks. We have arranged it with a nice mix of basic, fashion and directional garments to really communicate and highlight how well our pieces from different tiers can complement each other. Our girl can enter into these looks from an entry price of $39.95 with the top price being $139.95. So regardless of her budget, she'll be able to participate and engage with this capsule range. Our first look embodies the mood board and our theme Friendship, really reflecting the earthy and warm tones of the colour palette of Exotic Journeys in Morocco. Our second look still encompasses the tans with the incorporation of the teal, an integral colour to the collection. The teal unites and works together with other stronger colours in the palette to make the range mellow. The colour and print arrangements in our pieces, especially the mandala print featured in this look, will give our girl a sense of being part of the exotic journey even if she never gets to go to Morocco, especially due to the current situation with COVID-19. However, we understand it is very important to keep things looking continuously fresh. So in another 2 weeks for a VM turnaround, we can move away from the tans and browns and focus on the teals, blues and yellows. While this creates quite a different look, it still embraces the same theme, story and vibe of a journey in Morocco. For customers who may want more contrast, we have it covered. This look acquires a bit more pop with a bolder colour palette where she can have more of an attitude whilst feeling chic. To promote our capsule range, we're suggesting Sportsgirl to work with Sisterworks to create our scarves. Sisterworks is a Melbourne-based non-profit charity that focuses on supporting women who are refugees, asylum seekers or migrants to improve their confidence, mental well-being and give them a sense of belonging in Australia. By purchasing one of the Sisterworks scarves from Sportsgirl, our customers can help empower the women of Sisterworks emotionally, financially and physically through their handmade crafts. These scarves follow the same colour palette so it can be tied back to our range. However, they have separate prints to what has been featured so it can be used as a standalone item or used in conjunction with other Sportsgirl garments as well. The scarves are not only an educational piece educating our customers on Sisterworks and what they stand for, but it's also a social and fun item that our customer can share with her friends and to connect with. These scarves can be worn in multiple different ways to suit all our customers' needs. You'll see more about these scarves in our digital strategies further on. We have created special tags that will be placed on the scarves to address the customers that with each purchase, $10 will go directly to the women of Sisterworks who helped create them. Further to our customer, she has grown up in a multicultural world, where she has grown up loving her body shape regardless of her size. So with our marketing campaign, we want to enforce that it is really important to feature women of various sizes, with different backgrounds and ethnicities, as we strongly believe in diversity and inclusivity. Whether our girl is travelling through an exotic destination or having a girls' night out in a busy city hub with her girlfriend, she wants to capture and remember these moments. So it's vital for her to have a phone with her, which is why we have incorporated the tourist phone chain as our second promotion. We are aware that a lot of brands do phone cases, but we wanted to take our phone cases a step further and offer a little point of difference by adding a lanyard. The lanyard will allow our girl to not be disturbed by constantly having to hold onto a phone and instead be free to engage in activities and be present in the moment. Finally, we present to you our visual merchandising. You will notice that our planograms have been set up in similar ways to our merchandise outfittings, as we wanted to create a sense of an exotic travel within our store. The tile mosaic backdrop and the mandala motif that has been used in the background was set to portray bohemian places like Morocco, a location we were heavily inspired by. The mandala motif has also been continuously displayed throughout the presentation, as well as being used for the Sisterworks scarves tag. The suitcases featured have been placed to further reinforce that feeling of escapism and travel. We have positioned the garments with thought in arrangement of colour featuring our hero prints. We have also incorporated posters and signages throughout the store to notify our customers of the current in-store and digital promotions. Now I will hand you over to Alana, who will be presenting to you our digital strategies.
Thanks, Ellis. Hi, my name's Alana and today I'll be talking you through our digital strategies for Friendship. I will start off by introducing our first influencer, Nawal Sari. Nawal is an Australian uni student who has built a large following redefining stylish modest fashion on Instagram and YouTube. Growing up, Nawal noticed that Muslim women were not being represented well enough in Australian media. She saw a gap in the market and today represents diversity by showing both Muslim and non-Muslim women that you don't need to change who you are to suit your style. Modest fashion is one of apparel's most enduring categories, although it's often overlooked by mainstream fashion brands. The products of Friendship can be styled in such a way to accommodate modest fashion by layering items. Noelle would represent the gap in the market that is currently being missed by other competitors, and she would also represent the everyday sports girl customer. Noelle has a wide reach of over 100,000 followers and an engagement rate of 7%, more than double the average of mega influencers. Noelle would be able to promote the range to an audience who might not necessarily shop at Sportsgirl only because they never felt represented or as though Sportsgirl had something to offer their own personal style. Noelle would feature in Friendship's digital campaign, and we would ask that she promote the range in a stylish and modest way on Instagram and YouTube, as well as voicing the charity affiliation with Sisterworks. The content would promote all relevant call to action with swipe up links and click through to relevant items within the range. The second influencer I would like to present to you is Ashlyn Paraskevas. Her mixed race background represents the all-Australian girl. She recently shared her self-acceptance journey embracing her natural hair and natural self. Her purpose is to be a role model for other young mixed race Australian girls, being the inspiration she needed while growing up. Ashlyn's Instagram showcases inspiration of beauty, fashion and style, as well as voicing matters that are important to her. Her style, outlook and positivity make her the perfect fit for Friendship. While only having 28,000 followers, Ashlyn has a huge engagement rate of 6%, meaning the cost to have her promote Friendship would be much lower than having a mega influencer while still engaging the same number of followers, if not more. Ashlyn would feature in Friendship's digital campaign, and we would ask that she showcase the range using her own personal style, as well as talking about the charity affiliation with Sisterworks. Ashlyn would do this by creating interesting and engaging content for her Instagram account, using IGTV, stories and posts. We have chosen to communicate Friendship mostly through Instagram, showcasing the range using influencer and campaign imagery. Relevant promotions, competitions, blog posts and charity affiliations will also be promoted through Instagram. To increase brand awareness and engagement, we have accompanied these posts with Instagram stories. We have also decided to run a competition through Instagram, which has been designed for Sportsgirl followers to create their ultimate dream vacation through the use of imagery. The winner and their best friend will score a $300 Sportsgirl voucher. All participants must be following the Sportsgirl Instagram account and hashtag dreaming of a Friendship to be recognised. We have also chosen to promote through Facebook to keep up engagement with the secondary customer identified. Sportsgirl remains to still have quite a large following on Facebook, so it's important to maintain this platform. Similar to Sportsgirl's current Facebook strategy, the content will run similar across Instagram and Facebook. We understand that Sportsgirl's website has been updated since the brief in 2019, so I'd just like to quickly talk through some of the key elements that we would like to have featured on the Sportsgirl website. Firstly, we would like to see a reminder to refer a friend and earn 10% off your online order. This is a promotion that we came up with to boost online sales and promote EDM signups to keep even more consumers informed. We would also like to promote innovative and sustainable materials being used to attract and entice more conscious shoppers. And on the landing page, we would like to see information about the charity affiliation with Sisterworks, who they are, and a click through to the various ways to style the scarf. We'd also like to see an introduction to the influential girls and click-throughs to the latest blog posts. We accompanied the trend with 2 featured blog posts. The first one, in partnership with Empty Esky, promotes the importance of travel within Australia after the devastating summer bushfires. The post suggests 3 different travel routes from 3 major cities within Australia, and of course, how the trip may be styled wearing the latest products of Friendship. The second post promotes the competitions, step-by-step instructions on how to enter, and example imagery. While we understand the importance of the range being promoted and sold through brick and mortar stores, our customer is a digital native. So by informing and updating the customer on a weekly basis through EDM, we can deliver relevant and customized content to remind, educate and inform the customer of the current Friendship range being sold in-store and online. It'll also incorporate appropriate click-through to relevant product, promotion, competition and charity affiliations. Thank you so much for your time and allowing us to research and investigate the Sportsgirl brand. We have learnt so much about Sportsgirl and the current youth market in Australia. It has been a challenging semester, although we have all adapted really well to a new style of communicating and teamwork, We hope you enjoyed our adaptation of Friendtrip, and we look forward to hearing your feedback.